And from half, Paul Couch opted for the tip there, the tap. Ball played on the ground. Driven forward by the big number 10 Callum Senior. And such a low crowd, you'd probably be able to hear every shout from the Castleford Lock Lane bench in front of us this evening, as hooker Darren Sims runs into tackle from Bolts and Sharif, and Lock Lane back in the Halifax half. Kick trying to catch out Gibson there. Mark Spears the standoff, but Gibson bravely as always down on the ball, and Ricky Sharif gets his first touch. It's the first attempt to tackle, and Gibson took a knock as Spink unloads the ball to Jason Bolts. Halifax make up towards the 40. Gibson recovered, I'm going to say without attention, but calling for some now. Bunyan with the strength and the offload, but it went forward. That's Halifax cold fingers in the opening minutes. And you would expect that Castleford side to take the game to Halifax perhaps for the first 15 or 20 minutes at least. They've shown encouragingly so far, as Bateman takes it back into the Halifax half once again. Birdsall up to the 40. Going in ones at the moment, Castleford, but it's making them yards now to Kia. Stopped by Andy Spink, but Lock Lane still going forward. Standoff Spears, long ball out wide to fullback Robinson, linking into the line from fullback. Expansive but no gain over the advantage line as Bateman goes on his own. Got the second attempt on the 20-metre line. Lock Lane trying to catch Halifax, a little chip through. Looks like he's actually gone for the power play. Who was quick to react to Haley picking the ball up for Halifax. Gibson steps. Head-high tackle to the referee, Steve Nicholson, on Damien Gibson, who's only just recovered from last time he had contact with the ball. Sharif bring the ball out, Jody that time, as Todd O'Brien goes from acting half. And a dart up to the 40-metre line. Halifax continue down that left-hand side. With Wisner firing the quick pass out to Blackwood, but the defenders there, they've been drawn across. Halifax might have numbers on this far side as Corcoran links onto Jones's pass, and Corcoran allows to release to James Haley, who can stop the set and can't step. Richard Potts, the second rower. Lawford, it's hard, good ball to Boltsos. Suck two men in, Gibson in the line from full-back. And Halifax on the last tackle, 15 metres away from the Castleford line. Jones with a crossfield kick. And the winger, Tillett, able to take that one out of the air. Try to bring the ball back into play, but the tap will take place on the 20, and it's Tillett who's run the ball up and then got to the 20. And has his own private little fan club on the far side of the field, does the Lock Lane winger. Still getting over the advantage line, little by little. The Castleford outfit, Chris Stockton, driving it up, and now to the number 8. Mark Keir, unable to keep hold of the ball. Knock on, perhaps just took his eye up and saw men coming into him. Scrum forming 5 metres inside Lock Lane half. Lawford fires the pass out to Blackwood, and Blackwood route one up the middle, and it took 3 men in all to bring him down. Actually broke through the first two tackles but finished up facing the other way. By the time he turned around, the defence were there as Corcoran steps through, hand off, and Danny Jones is on hand. The man that supplied the pass will take the return and go round behind the post, and a bit of showboating there. Not the thing to do, should have put the ball down. There was a Lock Lane player appealing for something there.
Sponsored by the Moorcock, number 6, Danny Jones.
And Wayne Corcoran busting the Lock Lane defence. And Jones following up in support to score, I believe, his first try of the season. And it's Halifax 4, Castleford Lock Lane 0. Danny Jones continues with his goal kicking exploits, 12th of the season, first for this evening, and it's 6 points to Danny Jones. Lock Lane 0. Long deep kick, Corcoran underneath it. Bringing it back to around 15 metres away from the try line. Haley gives it to Spinker. Bit of hospital pass there. No thanks for that one from the second rower. Jason Bolt took high one there. Seen by the officials. O'Brien to Jody Sharif, and there's one or two Lock Lane tackles seen going upstairs now, and that is why Todd O'Brien is able to pump the legs and make another couple of metres out of that run. Lawford, last tackle, long pass out wide to Blackwood, will put it on the floor. Rees will pick it up though and be driven back towards his own line. The full-back Robinson trying to help out the forwards. Now it's back into the forwards. Mark here, the number 8. And now his prop partner Callum Senior. The two props have made good yards between them, driven the ball apart to Halifax, got over the advantage line. And Darren Sims is held on the 40, but it's the last tackle. So we'll go back for the kick, which Mark Spears gets away at the second attempt, was put under pressure by the speed of the Halifax chasing up. It comes for Sharif, who's unable to get into his stride. Pretty good chase by the amateur side, but then giving away the penalty. They've done a pretty good job of catching the Halifax winger. Then just held on a little too long for the referee's liking. Wisner to Bolts will drive it over halfway. Todd O'Brien in with a race for Spink for the acting half position there. O'Brien firing the ball out, but Castleford moving up quickly. Sharif off the inside ball. Halifax looking for the quick play continually. Pass from Lawford, but alert defence again from Lock Lane on the 20-metre line. Lawford to Jones. Jones out to Bunyan. Bunyan gets the ball away, an interception until it cuts inside, steps round another man. Well, he's run 30 metres and gained nothing, and Lawford went in for the ball. It looks like the referee is going to take the first knock on, which was committed by Dean Lawford. Saville, after interpassing between Spears and scrum half Couch. Castleford ploughing the down the middle with the forwards again. Callum Senior. Lawford had something to say to Sharif then. Good tackle by Bunyan, but the ball kept alive. And Darren Sims going for the gap that was never really there, stopped on halfway. Castleford think they've stretched Halifax on that far side and get the ball out, but then a forced backing feel as they get numbers across. Tackle made 8 metres inside Halifax half, the last one of this sequence. Back to the standoff. Spears. Haley calls. Haley gets it, and he's also tackled but gets up and plays it quickly. Bunyan has to go it on his own. That'll be a high tackle. Oh, they're creeping in a little bit. Nothing particularly intentional. I think a more of a grab at the way that Bunyan was going round the winger then. Lawford puts the ball into touch. 8 metres from halfway. Corker in the dummy runner. Lawford. Jones, long ball out wide to Blackwood. And it could be stretched here as Blackwood comes back inside. But the Lock Lane defence recovering sufficiently enough. I'm trying to slow the ball down as Jones. Short ball to Spink. Spink stopped 15 metres away. Lawford. Oh, it's so easy there for Dean Lawford. The Castleford defence hanging off him, waiting to see what was happened, what was going to happen, and by the time they'd realised Lawford was home and nose behind the post for the 4-pointer.
Number 7, Dean Lawford.
So Danny Jones to add another 2. A mere formality in front of the post.
Converting the try, sponsored by the Moorcock Inn. Number 6, Danny Jones.
Midway through the first half, Halifax 12 points to 0. And really the enthusiasm that had been shown by the amateur side in the first 20 minutes or so should probably start to wane a little bit now. Corcoran once again underneath the kick. Chase not bad though from the Lock Lane side, 18 metres out from the Halifax line. Haley looks to do some work for the forwards. Jody Sharif. Clattered by 3. There's the ball pretty quickly. Spink takes it over the 40. Castleford sucked into the middle. Lawford goes for the kick downfield again to put the fullback under pressure, and it's not a bad one. Well, in now because the fullback has come up with the error, and Chasers bearing down on him. And not really the best of balls to take. The surface will be a little bit greasy. Lawford's kick has turned Halifax's position into an excellent one after that mistake from the fullback. And Halifax will be looking to capitalise on that mistake and add quick points as Wisner decides to go on his own. All sorts of dummy runners, but Loch not falling for it as Jones turns it back inside for Corcoran once again. Lawford to Wisner. Wisner brought down 5 metres away as Todd O'Brien goes for the line, and he's very close. Not close enough to count for the 4. Ball back to Lawford. Jones turns it back inside for Jason Bolts, who's brought down 2 metres away. And Loch Lane have held out for 5 tackles as Jones turns it back inside. And Wisner powers his way over, but he's held up on his back. So good defence from the amateur side there, under all sorts of pressure from a scrum 10 metres out. Couldn't turn it into points, couldn't Halifax. So Castleford will come back to play with the tap on the 10. Halifax will try and keep Loch Lane down in their own quarter of the field. Well, they've managed to get out of it in 2 tackles. Anthony Farrell, I think, will have words to say about the ease with which they appear to be making ground. Kia, the prop forward, gets over the 40, so made plenty of yards in this set of 6. We'll go back to the standoff, who lets it bounce before picking it up and puts in a kick which will force Gibson back, but Gibson knows it has enough on for the ball to go over the dead ball line, come back to the 20 for the tap. James Aylett in off the wing. Mickey Sharif back off the other wing. Neither able to make any significant inroads into the Castleford defence. Lawford screaming onto that pass and is brought down a couple of inches from halfway. Lawford, long ball out wide to Wisner. Wisner gives it inside to Blackwood. Blackwood has support, may not need it. Fullback did well to stop him and slow him down, but the loose forward couldn't complete the tackle, and Anthony Blackwood from 40 metres out. He's big, strong and powerful and proved it there. 2 defenders on him.
Anthony Blackwood.
Still managing to break through, put the ball down for Halifax's 3rd try. And Halifax 16, Castleford Loch Lane 0.
Halifax substitutions, supported by the Morgan Search UK, replacing number 8, George Sharif, and number 10, Jason Bolts, number 15, Gareth Greenwood, and number 16, Chris Merchant.
Danny Jones once again gets the opportunity to add to his goal tally. And not proving too difficult for the standoff, who puts over
Number 6, Danny Jones.
his 3rd conversion to extend the lead to 18-0. take his own tally for this evening, up to 10 points with a try and 3 goals. And Halifax have changed the props with Chris Birchall and Gareth Greenwood on for Jody Sharif and Jason Bolt. Well, I suspect it will be Andy Spink that moves up to prop, unless Gareth Greenwood fancies playing there. Long kick, Jones underneath it, long pass inside, risky across the face of his own post, and same again from Gibson as well, as Halifax try to play the fancy stuff under their own post. Well, there's always a danger in this game that you can start to show off a little bit too much and get a little bit complacent.
Substitutions, replacing number 8, Mark Keir, and number 9, Darren Sims. Number 14,
Greenwood firing the ball to Birchall.
Stuart Arundel.
And Birchall dragging himself over the 40-metre line. Lawford turns it back inside where Spink charges onto it. Last tackle, Lawford with a crossfield kick, which Wisner might be the first to. Clever footwork from Wisner if Sharif can get to it. Well, the flag's moved, the ball's loose. And the referee has decided there was a knock on. And the first one was by a Halifax player. And so it will come back to the 10. For the tap, almost a reward there for the football skills of Pat Wisner. There's a lot later force once again to drive the ball away with Steve Thickbroom. Callum Senior driving the ball forward. Starting off Mark Spears, closely marked man, but not closely enough as he's allowed to continually. Finally, ball down by Andy Spink. Good ball from Stuart Arundel, highly rated in his days at Leeds, although he struggled to get into the first team there. Gibson moves across. Ball bounces up for him. Plenty of blue shirts chasing the kick. And Gibson looked as though he'd almost lost the ball there, but managed to keep hold of it. Another good chase from the Lock Lane side. Those caught Halifax in their own quarter of the field. Bunyan fancies the outside again and gets up to the 40-metre line before being tackled by Mark Spears. Halifax look for the expansive game and then opt for the short pass from Lawford to Spink. Another penalty, messing around at the ruck area. Lawford 30 metres with a kick up to the Lock Lane 20, where Birchall with the first runner in to 3, and he makes 10 metres, and Spink towards the line once again, draws 3 defenders to him. And this should give Halifax an advantage somewhere as Lawford fires the ball out. Wisner tried to sneak it out the back door, but I don't think he could actually see where it was going. Decided to keep hold of it. Slow play the ball will help Halifax go for the line as O'Brien got the ball down. No, held up, says the referee, so it'll come back to the 10. Lawford to Birchall, Birchall to Jones, round the back to Gibson. Chances here, Gibson back inside to Jones. Jones keeps the movement going to Birchall, who thought about the pass. Well, should have given it the first time. Thought about it, started going down. Lawford may have called, but the ball goes to ground. Halifax give possession away. Well, so far Loch Lane performing better than Keighley did here on Sunday. Still hanging on to the shirt tails. And the Loch Lane side called offside, and the referees give a penalty for it. Ball put into touch by Wayne Hardy. One of the Loch Lane replacements. Arundel now. Hardy in action with the ball in hand, but not making too many metres. Loch Lane trying to put the move on, bringing men back on the inside ball. Halifax alert to it and making the tackle. Spears gets the ball away, and there was a 3-2 on that far side over there.
Number 17, Wayne Price.
And the kick through may cause problems there, and Sharif manages to clear the lines. Castleford will get the ball back from the drop out under the post. As David Larder stripped off. Huge kick there, which will finish up on the Loch Lane 40. And Hardy, keen not to make the mistake, waited till the ball had almost stopped. And that assisted Halifax cause as a tackle was made on the halfway. Now they're struggling to put the man down. I think it's Robinson, the fullback, up in the line again. Halifax give away another penalty.
Loch Lane substitution, replacing number 11, Chris Stockton, number 16, Jeremy Price.
So Matt Crowther using the last of his replacements, all on it in the first half. As Jamie Price, the latest of the Loch Lane subs, drives the ball up. 17 is Wayne Hardy, who takes it to within about 12 metres. Nicholson making sure Halifax are back the full quarter of yards. As Birdsall drives the ball up and thought about the offload, closest that Loch Lane have been to the line. Halifax looking to hold him out, and there was a chance there for Stuart Arundel, just couldn't keep hold of the ball. There's a definite sniff, the gap was there, all they had to do was keep hold of it. That would have been first points for the amateur club. Halifax looked to reply with Ricky Sharif, getting the quick play but not getting the field space he got for that spectacular try on Sunday against Keighley. And off he goes again from acting half, and taking the ball up into the Loch Lane half of the field. Lawford turns it back to Gibson, who skips through the first tackle. Halifax back within sight of that Castleford line, and Castleford giving away the penalty. Jones puts the ball into touch. Bunyan runs like a prop forward into that Loch Lane defence, but they hold fast. 7 metres out. O'Brien to Corcoran. Lawford, good ball back inside. Loch Lane defence not falling for it, following the man. O'Brien goes from the shove from acting half again, facing downward, but the referee said he was held up. And certainly tried making a name for himself on his debut. Is the hooker, Lawford. Halifax put the move on again. Gibson trying to spin out of the tackle. Once again, Lock Lane holding out. Referee seeing something there. Well, he must have eyes in the back of his head because that player was behind him, so he's obviously said something. And Halifax get another penalty within sight of the Lock Lane line. But once again, the tackling solid, although Halifax managed to release as Birchill tries to rampage through the defence. Once again, holding out. And Halifax struggled to break down this strong defence as they charge for the line. There's no problem this time. And it looks like Todd O'Brien has finally been rewarded for his little darts towards the line. And it is Todd O'Brien on debut. Well, he's tried it enough times. Has to come off eventually. Danny Jones to the left-hand side of the upright. 4 out of 4, 100% record.
Sponsored by the More Cooking, number 6, Danny Jones.
So 24-0. By no means the absolute hammering that Halifax were expected to hand out. But Lock Lane defence has been pretty solid for most part of this game. Had to work hard. But they've stood up to the challenge so far and kept the score to a respectable level. One wonders how long they can do that for as Lawford skips away from 2. And gets through the 3rd. And then almost stopped as if inviting somebody to come and take the pass, but nobody turned up. Wisner to Jones, shows it. Goes up to the Lock Lane 40. O'Brien moves into acting half. Wisner, well taken one-handed by Corcoran and gets the return to Wisner. Wisner looks for Ailey, invited him inside, and Ailey stuck to the touchline, and Ailey has managed to escape 2 tacklers. No showboating from the winger as he puts the ball down. But Wisner must have wondered what was going on. He invited the winger inside, and Ailey did the right thing by keeping outside, because the defence put in 2 minds. Wisner, by the time it attracted the defenders to him, was allowed to slip the ball away to Haley, who skipped over for his 5th try of the season. Halifax has a 5th try of the evening, and this could be just about where the floodgates start to open. So Danny Jones is once again on target, another 2 points And that moves Halifax on to 30. Halifax 30, Castleford Lock Lane 0. And the tries are coming closer together now for Halifax as Hardy kicks off with Corcoran underneath it once again. But the chase is enthusiastic again, and Corcoran only allowed to run 6 or 7 metres before he meets the defence as Birchall brushes away the first attempted tackle, then throws a stray pass. Haley steps inside. The defence moving across to bring the winger down. Bunyan who'll help the forwards out. Takes it up 5 metres from halfway. Lawford, long ball out wide again from Lawford. Wisner, Blackwood off again, fancies chances against the Lock Lane defence. This time they hold up to him and hold up strong. Wisner opts for the kick. Tillett, the winger, out here on his own and does well to take the ball. But Jones watched him all the way down. Took man and ball on the tackle and has done the same from acting half as well. Birdsall, the loose forward on the third tackle. Lock Lane have only made it to the 20. That's a good short pass. And it's reaped rewards as Potts gets almost up to the 40. Well, I'm not sure whether there's a way, but I made that 5 tackles despite the fact that Nicholson didn't have his hand in the air. Sharif away from 2, and Sharif has open space in front of him. Just the full-back to beat. Sharif puts the full-back in 2 minds. And Ricky Sharif has certainly lit up a cold night at the Shea with a sparkling try from inside his own 20 metre. Saw the gap, went straight through it, left the defence for dead. Full-back left stood up, clutching thin air, and Ricky Sharif, well, they're becoming a trademark for the winger. Halifax's top try scorer with his 7th of the season. It's Halifax 34, Castleford Lock Lane 0. Danny Jones once again in front of the post. Adds on his 6th goal, his 16th point of Halifax's 36 in the first half, opening the scoring with the first try and converting the further 5 tries from Lawford, Blackwood, O'Brien on debut with a try, Haley and Sharif with another 80 metre sparkling effort. Castleford, well, it's they held out for the first 20 minutes and it looks like it's going to be a long second half time. In the third round of the Challenge Cup, it's Halifax 36, Castleford Lock Lane 0.